This is the hall bathroom back down by the bedrooms. I moved all the cat stuff in here. So there's a litter box under the vanity. And just in case things get really wild, I left the dustpan. I don't ever, well, I sometimes use it. 2 litter boxes. They can go for quite some time. Fresh pail, that's clean litter. Then this one's emptied out. This is where the scoop is. Sometimes if there's a pee that breaks apart, I use this to scoop it out. Poop scoop. Dump it in here. Obviously, when you put the dirty stuff in there, put the lid on it. And yeah. Here's Nucky. He came to say thank you. Say thank you, Nucky. Good boy. I usually keep a little bit of water in here randomly. I change it periodically. They like to drink out of there, which is dumb, I know, but whatever. This guy is the only houseplant inside I'm really worrying about too much. I left water for it right there in that little green watering can. It's already got the water in it, and it's pretty easy. Just pour a little in the top. If you want, if you're worried, I don't care if water drips. I really don't. It's a bathroom. It'll get wet. But it's wet, pretty wet right now. You can hold it over the bathtub to pour the water in. Obviously, aim for the pot. It just needs to not be super dry, but thanks. This is bird food. This stuff in this bag goes in the little feeder. This stuff in there goes in the big feeder. If they get switched, I don't know if it matters a whole lot. We just refilled both feeders and we washed out the bird bath. So it's clean and full of water. It was gross after the storm. Not too worried about the birds. I don't feed them a whole lot when it's summertime. This guy right here might need watered. If you can pick up the pot, it's definitely dry. So if you stick your finger in it, just like an inch down in the soil, and it's dry, it needs water, please. Dry, 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 dry. Okay, these guys will need water too. Same thing, they just got watered by the big storm, so they're very wet right now. If you put your finger in and an inch down, an inch down is dry, please make sure it gets water. They're young little ones, so they'll need a little water. This is my shrimp plant. It's kind of a special one. It's very heavy. It holds water pretty well, but it does need watered from time to time. Please and thank you. There's a little watering can right there, and then there's a spigot behind the compost bucket right there at the end of that ladder. So that's the plants. 1, 2, 3, if you would please. Outside then, the only other thing is the hummingbird feeder. I've got it over there, trying to keep it away from the raccoons. They found it and they're trying to, well, they've smashed them. It should be okay for a couple days unless it's super hot. This is the cat's corner. I left them a giant bowl for water and a giant bowl for food. Their backup food is that. The True Whip thing is for the stray cat or whoever neighbor's cat that comes to the door at night, so don't feed them that one. That's our cat's food and water. And then on the table, I left these things. You can give them one of these when you come and just put a little bit in each of the bowls. They will think you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, I predict. But these are nice and easy. I'm assuming they would eat the whole thing because the tubes are kind of small. So they will eat the entire thing and it will make cleanup a lot easier and you won't have to worry about rotting cat food, which is disgusting. If it's not beastly hot or beastly cold, the cats like to spend a lot of their time on the porch. So I'm gonna leave the door just cracked, obviously not overnight, but just you can open it whenever, leave it open, leave for however long you want. I do it all the time. They spend a lot of time out there. Hummingbird food is in this fridge. I've got one completely clean, ready to go. All you have to do is take it out, turn it upside down, and then hang it from the hook. Extra, if you need to, is here. That's extra ready hummingbird food for the jars. Oh, and I have an extra dozen eggs I was planning to do something with and didn't because reasons. So there's a dozen good eggs. Please take them. We're not going to finish them.